Update. Am I the a-hole for telling my fiancé to not share a letter my ex-wife sent to me on social media? Original post. My ex-wife, 34 female, sent an email to me, 34 male, pleading me not to marry my fiancé, 27 female. My fiancé wants to share the letter on her social media to expose my ex-wife, but I feel she should be the bigger person and ignore her. My ex-wife Lily and I started dating in college and were together for almost 10 years, married for 4. I thought we had a perfect relationship. However, around 6 years ago, Lily sat me down and told me she was feeling unhappy with our marriage and felt like she missed out on a lot of fun things in life because we got married early and spent all our efforts in our career and finances. We are both lawyers and spent a lot of time in our law school, bar exam, etc., and got really high-paying jobs. She felt that she never got to live an independent life and find herself. I was heartbroken, as I did not know a life without her. We went through a lot of stress during our marriage and could see her side. We split amicably and got a divorce soon, as we did not have any assets or kids to worry about. Everything went okay for the first few months. However, Lily started getting panic attacks and went into depression after she started living alone. I still cared about her and helped her during that time. She was also diagnosed with BPD and has been in therapy since. We stayed friends as the transition was difficult for both of us. However, I tried to move on from her by going on dates. Lily and I stayed good friends for almost a year after our divorce. She asked me a few times if we should try to work on our marriage, but I had moved on, told her we are better off as friends than as a couple. I met Mila at our running club and we really hit it off. Mila was much younger than me, but really matched my energy and we started dating seriously soon after. Mila expressed that she found it uncomfortable that Lily was still such a big part of my life. I also felt I wanted to invest all my energy in a relationship with Mila, and I told Lily that I would be distancing myself from her. Lily reluctantly agreed, and we stopped texting each other daily. I'd only met on social occasions such as weddings or parties, as we both share the same group of friends. Lily and Mila never got along, but Mila tolerated Lily for me. Mila and I have been dating for 3 years, and I proposed to her during summer holidays last year when we visited her parents' house. We have been busy planning our wedding and plan to get married in September. Everything was going really well until last week. I received an email from Lily last week pleading me to not marry Mila. It was a long email talking about how we are soulmates and meant to be together. It was extremely delusional and talked about how I was just punishing her by being in a relationship with Mila, and she has learned her lesson and I should take her back now. It talked about how I would be abandoning her after I promised her that I would take care of her in sickness and in health for her entire life, and my new marriage vows will be meaningless since I promised all those things to her. I immediately told Mila about this and told her that Lily has crossed the line, and I would not only block her everywhere, but make sure I go no contact with her. Mila was very upset too, and started cursing out Lily and how she is planning to ruin her special day. Mila told me that she wants a screenshot of the email and sent it to my parents. They of course supported Mila and told her that Lily has to be cut off forever from our lives, and I agreed. Mila wants to share the email on her Instagram and Facebook, so that all our friends would also see Lily's behavior, so that they all block her as well and never invite her to any events. This is where I do not agree with Mila. I know that Lily is not mentally well and has been depressed again since we announced our engagement. Lily has tried to reach out to me through my friends, but I had not given her a chance to speak to me alone. I feel bad for Lily, and I feel Mila sharing the post would only extend the drama. I also worry that my friends know about Lily's mental condition, and it would feel petty to hurt her while I am moving on and marrying an amazing person in Mila. I have told Mila about all this and she feels that I am still trying to protect Lily when she tried to hurt Mila by sending that email. I am not sure what to do at this point. Am I the a-hole to ask Mila to not share the email on social media for everyone to see Lily's private email to me? Is Mila right that Lily deserves all the hurt she would get after she makes the email public? Now for the top comments before reading the update. I'm a pretty big advocate for no contact after a breakup for this reason. I think that her reaction to being without you was delayed because she never truly understood what it was like without you in her life. You guys texted every day? Especially given her BPD diagnosis, it sounds like a dream to be able to keep you at a distance yet still close enough. Many folks with BPD have disorganized attachment styles like this. given the circumstances, I do think you did pretty good at abiding by your fiancé's preferences when she did express discomfort, which was valid, at the proximity of Lily. But I don't think your fiancé should be posting this on her social media. How immature and mean. She can show it to whoever she wants directly, I suppose, but it sounds to me like she wants to completely ruin Lily's reputation with people who aren't close enough with her to simply text them out of the blue with the screenshots. I would be embarrassed if my partner was publicly being a mean girl. I'm gonna go with not the a-hole, but by no means is everyone innocent. Yes, Lily and I have had that conversation in the past. She feels that I should have not let her leave me because she was not in the right state of mind. However, what was I supposed to do? I just did not want to be with someone who did not want to be with me. I actually feel for you. My ex is bipolar and he demanded a divorce. But because I was the one who physically left the house, he has since rewritten it in his mind as I left him. Now that I am in a steady and healthy relationship, I have been told that I shouldn't have left. I was supposed to fight for him. But what was I supposed to do? Fight him for him? How does that work? My friend's ex-wife is bipolar. She definitely left him, but now tells everyone that he left when I was sick. You can't force people to stay in a relationship with you. Nor can you force them to see the truth when they are committed to remaining blind. Now for the update. I wanted to write a quick update on my post from last week. Thanks everyone for so many insightful comments, and it really helped me think through the issue. I had a long discussion with Mila over the weekend. I know it was hard on her too, and I am sure I would also be angry if the shoe was on the other foot. I told her I understand her frustration and asked her to tell me what is going on in her mind. She told me that it bothered her that I reacted so calmly to this situation, when I should be very angry at Lily and gone nuclear. According to her, Lily has been acting horribly towards her ever since we got engaged, and is now actively trying to break us up, and I am treating her with kid gloves because of her mental condition. She said that she feels bad for Lily, but what Lily is asking me was to destroy Mila's life and hoping to take her back. According to her, Lily has a successful career and well enough to function in every other aspect of her life except when it comes to me. So even though she has a mental illness, it cannot be as bad as everyone makes it out to be. I thought about it and told Mila that the main reason why I did not react drastically to the email was because after all these years, Lily is nothing more than a stranger to me. I have barely had a meaningful conversation with her for the last 4 years and never really wanted to learn anything about how she is doing. It's true that we once shared a bond, but I have just moved on and have no time for her drama. My mind is filled with all the happy thoughts about our wedding, and I did not want to give importance to a letter from someone who has no place in my life anymore. I again brought up the topic of Mila posting the letter on Instagram to get back at Lily. I told her why I feel it is a very bad idea, and it would just give Lily fodder to continue the drama. Mila told me that she never really intended to post the letter online, and it was originally my mother's idea as she really hates Lily for what she did to me. She said that she cannot be as patient as me and is really mad at Lily. She cannot shake the feeling that Lily might do something awful during the wedding day, and Mila is anxious about it. I told Mila that her well-being is my main concern, and we should talk about the letter to at least some of my close friends so that they can keep an eye on Lily. I called 3 of my friends, who are mutual friends with Lily, the next day, and told them about the letter and also our concerns about Lily. All of them confirmed that Lily has not been doing well recently and had many BPD episodes. She had called them for help regarding that, and Lily's mom is currently staying with her to help her through the issues. None of them were surprised, as Lily has been repeating to them that I'm only dating Mila to punish her, and she feels she has suffered enough for her mistakes in her past that I should take her back now as we are even. She has also said some scary stuff regarding Mila, and how Mila is stealing me from her and she is in a fight of her life. They also told me that she has been following every post Mila makes on social media using fake accounts. All of them tried to dissuade her from contacting me, but I guess the email was the final straw. I wish they would have told me sooner, but I can understand they wanted to protect Lily's privacy. I ask all my friends to please keep me informed if Lily said or planned something I need to know. I feel I was underreacting to the email, but now I am really worried about it. I talked to Mila, and we decided we should reply to Lily's email and calmly tell her to F off. We wrote her an email yesterday and put down our thoughts. I wrote to Lily that I understand that the news about Mila and me was difficult for her. I I wrote that my decision to get married to Mila is important to me, and we are starting a new chapter in our lives. I have forgiven her for any issues that happened between us in the past, and I hope that she also remembers our time together fondly and moves on to better things in life. I told her that I hope she finds a lot of support in friends, family, and therapy, but we will take a break from conversation now, and it would be best for both of us to move forward and find our own paths of happiness. I also wrote that this is my last email to her and to not contact us again in the future. We are still worried about Lily, and hopefully the email tells her that I am not punishing her and just want to move on with my life. We are also worried if she might show up to the wedding, as BPD can be unpredictable, and have decided to hire security for the wedding. Currently, Mila seems to be in a good place after we wrote the letter together. I want Mila to understand that she is the most important person to me, and no letters from Lily can shake my feelings for her. I really don't know what the right thing was to do here is. It was not ideal for this to happen so close to the wedding date, but hopefully things calm down and Lily gets support she needs. Again, thanks for all the help from the community. I really appreciate it, and any further advice is also appreciated. This is probably not over if she has been saying those types of things to your friends. Definitely hire security at the wedding, making sure everyone has her picture. And I would add additional security measures at home as well. Lily sounds very unstable and will likely spiral further as the wedding approaches. I'm glad Mila is in a better place. It's always helpful when people communicate as adults. I hope it does not come to that, but I am going to take every precaution before and during the wedding day. I have a feeling that Lily will appear on a future episode of Snapped. Defend your spouse. Until she meets someone else, she will be obsessed with her and exist vicariously through Mila's posts. For her own protection, Mila ought to set all of her accounts to private. I doubt the drama with Lily is over, but I'm glad that you and Mila seem to have come together, and you've reassured her and made sure your focus is on your pending marriage and preserving your relationship. I also think the email to Lily was a smart move. Keep your eyes and ears open for further drama. If you haven't already, hire security for the wedding just in case. I was advised that replying to the email would be the right thing to do. I was told to be as calm and as precise as possible, to tell Lily that it is over and to not keep any hopes for the future. I was also told to tell her that I am not punishing her. I hope the email helps her get closure and move on with her life. Please understand, your ex has BPD, which is a personality disorder. This cannot be treated by medication, only years of intense therapy. It isn't going to disappear with a calm email. She will be convinced Mila made you write it. She isn't going to remember your time together fondly and move on. It's not possible for someone with BPD. I'm sorry, my friend. You need to take precautions. Last story. My husband went on a last date with his ex a week before we got married to make sure. His ex was always the one who got away according to everyone around him. He ended things because he didn't see a future with her, but everyone around him was shocked because she's so good and beautiful. Then we met and I soon understood that everyone from his side preferred her. I even heard some call me the Camilla, although I am neither much older nor less attractive, in my opinion. I love how I look, even if I don't tick all of the beauty boxes, like tall, blonde, blue eyes, etc. like his ex. He never gave me any reason to doubt him, however. He gave me the impression that he knew exactly what he wanted. Was secure enough in his heart that he told me he loved me a few months into our relationship, and I never felt like he was lying or that I wasn't enough. He is fully aware of what people think about him leaving his ex, and he gave the impression that he thought they were silly and childish. He told his mom that I am who he chose, and if she wanted a part of it, she needed to clean up her act. We got married 3 years ago, and only now I found out that he went on a date with his ex a few days before our wedding. He wanted to know for sure that she wasn't like everyone around him thought, the one who got away. He wanted to make 100% sure. His mom told me gleefully when she visited our new baby, and she looked at my daughter and said she wondered what would have happened if he changed his mind after that date. And she was visiting their baby now, my husband and the one who got away. With a sigh, but gleefully, you know what I mean. I haven't spoken to him for a week, and I hate silent treatment, but I just can't talk to him. It isn't something I'm doing to punish him, or manipulate him, or get the upper hand and control him. I just can't look at him or talk to him. Am I the a-hole for this silent treatment? Edit. He was there when it happened. He told his mom to shut up. Then he admitted he went on the date and admitted the reason his mom told me was the truth. Now for the top comments. Your husband is an a-hole, but your mother-in-law loathes you. To think she held onto this information until you were happy with a new baby, totally vulnerable, and then decided to drop this. That is calculated evil. It sounded more like a spur of the moment at first, but maybe you're right. Not sure anymore. No, she sat on that for years. It didn't just pop into her head. She was waiting for the perfect moment. That's evil. Yep, and it had exactly the effect she intended it to. Drove a nice big wedge in your relationship, because now in your head, it becomes what else has your husband admitted telling you. Here's something to consider. Did his last checking to be sure he made the right choice date includes or no? Ask it and any other questions you need answered. If you don't trust yourself to talk to him about it, make a document with your questions and ask him to provide you with the true answers. Because here's my thought. His mommy knew he was on that date and quite sure she talked to the ex afterwards. So if they had sex, mommy knows. If she's gonna drop that little bomb in the future, your husband needs to own it now. He also should answer if he's been in contact with her since you married. He owes you answers to any and all questions, because his actions caused the situation. If needed, OP, please find a good therapist to work through this with. As to your mother-in-law, I think it would be reasonable that she is no longer welcome in your home. If your husband wants to see her, he can go to her place. Oh, and she gets a nice long time out from having anything to do with your daughter with you determining the length. Because a woman that nasty can't be trusted to not say whatever she likes that hurts you by hurting your child. Did he also sleep with her just to make sure? Did he try having a kid with her too just to make sure? WTF? What kind of stupidity am I reading lately here? Your husband is the a-hole, and your mother-in-law is a close second. I can't believe he did that and he actually told people. He says he didn't sleep with her. Geez, that's big of him. I know, right? Do you believe him? I don't know. I asked him and he adamantly denied it, but he confessed everything else. I truly believe that if he did, his mother would have made sure I knew to get rid of me. So this is why I don't know. Her not rubbing it in my face is my truth.